Lyrical Opera Theater proudly presents...
Hi, welcome to another edition of Lyrical Logs. We're the Lyrical Opera Theater, and we're very, very lucky today to have with us Gregory Watts, who is our singing our title role in our upcoming opera Falstaff. He is singing Falstaff. My name's Lynette Owens, and I'm the president of Lyrical Opera Theater. Gregory, can you please tell us about your character?
Well, the character I'm playing, as you said, is the title role, Sir John Falstaff, the Fat Knight. He is, a character created by Shakespeare, who occurs in several of his plays, Henry IV, Part 1 and 2, and the play that this opera is adapted from, The Merry Wives of Windsor. He's an older man, he's an older gentleman, a knight, but he's also a man who likes to drink and eat, and he's very large. Real Falstaff, the Falstaff who is a wonderful contradiction, who is the brave coward,
the brave coward,
the honorable thief.
The honorable thief, I like that.
Yeah. And in the opera, he writes a letter to two married women of the town of Windsor, and his plan is to woo them so that they will be able to continue to pay for his drinking and eating.
Not a very good plan. And it actually just gets thrown right back in his face, because these women are clever and sassy, and they're friends, and they see each other's letters and can't believe he's done what he's done. So they actually put together the whole plot, and everybody is laughing at everybody at the end of it.
My favorite things in it is at the end, Falstaff, he never loses his spirit, never loses that he's happy and self-confident. Even at the end, right after they've played this big trick on him, for a second he's kind of wavering, and then he says, "Not only am I witty, but I cause others to be witty."
I love that. In fact, I love how Verdi ends this opera, and he kind of redeems himself, with a great and very successful comedy, and also writing a very impressive fugue when, he wasn't allowed into a musical conservatory that he wanted to go into because they were criticizing his fugues. Nothing like redemption. So I know you have also done this role before.
Yes.
What are some of the things that you like about doing Falstaff?
What isn't there to like?
What isn't there to like for a baritone, right?
Yeah, I think it's a role a lot of people would love to do. I've done it. A couple times.
Yeah, a couple times.
At quite a young age for it. A lot of people don't do it so early, and it's just, I think it's one of the best things. It really opened me to learning music better, to being a better actor, just through the time I spent.
So what is your musical and dramatic background?
Oh, well, I studied at Westminster College in Salt Lake City. I have a bachelor's degree from there in music, and I've done 12 operatic roles, and I've done Falstaff before. So this is my third time doing the role of John Falstaff, and this is one of my favorite operas for sure.
Awesome. All right, what processes do you go through when preparing a role?
That's something. With most of them, especially a role like this, I'll do a lot of reading about the roles. This is a character that exists in several forms, and it's a really well-known character. And so I read the plays of Shakespeare and read what many people have kind of said about Falstaff, and watch the plays. But then also, and then the music, of course, which is very important. This is a quite difficult music in Falstaff. It's so with that you study the language, the translation, to know what you're saying. You find the moments in the music that, what do these moments mean? Why is this a movement? Is this a certain? This might sometimes certain things in the music say this guy's thinking this or wants to do this even before he says it. And in regards to the music, of course, which is the most important, I like to stay as true to the score as possible. you really work on the rhythms and the notes and get the Italian right and the double consonants.
Right, and the double consonants,
Yeah.
which is something I didn't find out about for quite a long time. So last question, do you have any little tidbits about Falstaff that our viewers might find interesting?
Well, I think it's interesting that Falstaff, about the opera, the Italian is not the normal Italian. It is, as Boito put it, Shakespeare's Italian.
Shakespeare's Italian.
He used an archaic version of Italian,
True.
which he felt would be more honest to
Like
the origins.
suiting the opera, which took place. It's based actually on. It takes place in England in the town of Windsor in the 1400s. So yeah, interesting. That's why also sometimes we can't even find the words. Like you look at it, I have a thick Italian dictionary and I can't find some of the words.
Yeah, that's why I use the Nico Castell librettos.
Translation.
He went through a lot of work.
He went through a lot of work. Smart. You're a little smarter than I am. I learned everything the hard way.
Well, I think this is a wonderful opera to especially if it is somebody's first journey into opera. It's an opera that definitely, it's fast.
It is fast.
It's fast. And so it's an opera that needs to be seen as much as heard. I mean, you can't catch everything just listening to it on record. I guess maybe if you knew it really well.
I agree. Cool. Well, thank you so much, Gregory, for coming and interviewing with us today. Everyone, Gregory Watts, he's singing Falstaff in our upcoming spring production of Falstaff. See you later. Bye. Thank you. Whatever, right? Good job. I know, I never know either. That's even with preparation, right? It's like,
how much do you really want to I feel like, in case you didn't know, back in 1475, when Verdi was 3, somebody told him, I didn't roll the R. Verdi.
Verdi, I know.